Very good evening to all of you. Welcome you guys. Welcome you all. How you are doing? Everybody tell me first of all कैसे हो सभी लोग. तो सबसे पहले बोलिए ना भैया, is my voice is clear to everybody? We are live. Is the audio video is clear to everybody? First of all do comment करके बोलिए. Right. So आज का session, so that today we are going to discuss the continuation of yesterday's topic. Yesterday हमने ट्रांसेंट के बारे में बेसिक्स फंडामेंटल्स हमने डिस्कस किया फंडास. आज हमें कुछ एक्स्ट्रा प्रॉब्लम्स भी हम करेगा इधर. ठीक है. सो एंड सबसे पहले सो अनअकैडमी आपके लिए बहुत बढ़िया से बढ़िया ऑफर लेकर आया, दैट इज गेट 2026 के लिए. दिस सब्सक्रिप्शन दैट इज जस्ट 9,999 ओनली आपके लिए. Yes, utilize this opportunity before it going to expire. This offer is valid up to June 26th only. And we are starting a mega boot camp. The top educators will do 1 month special topic they will handle, and you can able to learn this completely in the YouTube and special classes. That for this session is completely free to all the students. Here we'll cover the complete topic will be covered, and the test was created by the top educators, and the chance to get toppers will get the 3,000 rupees Amazon voucher. And the test is on 27th June. This program which is from the 23rd to 27th तक चलेगा. And do like the session, all of you do like the session. Right. We started the Udaan batch हमने शुरू किया. This is for ISRO के लिए. Udaan batch हमने we have started. ISRO के लिए we have started. You can see. Oh. So we are going to start this one new batches. We are starting. You can have a look at now here. Nakshatra batch for gate and ESC के लिए हमने शुरू किया. So from 27th onward, new subject is going to start. I am going to start the network analysis. I am going to start in plus में for both EC electrical and PSC के लिए भी ये subject. We started the ATC batch भी हमने शुरू किया. That is just 3,999 only. And so we are doing the test series which is active from the April 1st onwards. So there are the 29 test series, topic wise, single subject 10, advanced subject 10, multi subject 6, full length 10, 12 years POIQ ka test, and total we have 77 test series tests available. And so totally how many questions are there? You can see 2,645 questions. एंड द प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन एंड द आइकॉनिक में दो सब्सक्रिप्शन अवेलेबल. प्लस में आपको क्या चीज मिलेगा? द टॉप एडुकेटर्स का क्लासेस यू कैन वॉच, लाइव डाउट्स, स्ट्रक्चर्ड कोर्सेस एंड अनलिमिटेड एक्सेस. एंड आइकॉनिक में क्या एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा आपको? फिजिकल नोट्स मिलेगा, 1-to-1 मेंटरशिप मिलेगा, so priority to the ask your doubts, right? And all of you do like the session, share to all your friends, and mentorship भी मिलेगा. And you can plan your unacademy subscription as soon as possible. As you might know, from the June 6th onward, the price is going to hike. Utilize the opportunity before going to expire, and you can use the code of BVReady and to avail the great opportunities. Use the code of BVReady and to get personalized doubt discussion and interaction with me. चलिए, आज yesterday we have discussed the basics of the ट्रांसेंट हमने डिस्कस किया. यस, ये बात समझ में आया सभी को? ट्रांसेंट का मैकेनिज्म आपको समझ में आया ना एवरीबॉडी? आज हमने हाउ द एप्लीकेशन पार्ट हम डिस्कस करने वाला बाय यूजिंग द नॉलेज व्हाट वी हैव गेन, इससे प्रॉब्लम्स कैसा बनेगा, दैट इज आवर अल्टीमेट एम इज प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना। तो इस पर आज हम फोकस करेंगे, ठीक है। चलो, हमने डिस्कस किया एंड 3 सॉन्ग्स आप सभी को समझ में आए। हमारा थ्री सॉन्ग्स, ये हमारा 3 सॉन्ग्स है। अगर ये 3 सॉन्ग्स आपको समझ में आया तो यू कैन एबल टू सॉल्व एनी प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन एबल टू सॉल्व। सो ये ट्रांसेंड में 3 सॉन्ग्स आपके दिमाग में हमेशा होना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। चलो, यहाँ कल तक कोई डाउट हुआ तो पूछो जल्दी फटाफट। चलो, एंड सो हियर सी द नेक्स्ट वन हियर। सो हियर लुक एट नाउ, कभी कभी टाइम बच्चे का डाउट आएगा ये स्विच क्लोज हुआ कि ओपन हुआ, कि आपका डाउट होगा ना, इसीलिए मैंने इसके बारे में डिस्कस करने के लिए प्लान किया। लुक एट नाउ हियर, सो हियर लुक एट नाउ, डायरेक्शन ऑफ दिस एरो देखना पड़ेगा। डायरेक्शन ऑफ एरो ये देखो इधर, तो ये नीचे की तरफ, इट इज डाउनवर्ड्स ना। t is equal to 0, this switch, this part is there ना, ये दिस पार्ट किस तरफ मूव करेगा, नीचे आएगा। अगर नीचे आए तो कनेक्शन एस्टैब्लिश होगा, इजंट इट। अगर कनेक्शन एस्टैब्लिश हुआ तो इसका मतलब इज व्हाट, टेल मी, दैट मींस एट t is equal to 0 switch is closed, t is equal to 0 switch is closed। इसका मतलब इसके पहले पहले दैट मींस एट t is equal to 0 माइनस को क्या होगा, यू टेल मी ना, स्विच को बंद है ना, ये स्विच को ओपन है ना, isn't it? At t is equal to 0 switch is closed, it means at t is equal to 0 minus switch is open, isn't it? Now इधर भी देखो इधर, so इधर now the arrow is upward directions, upward direction, that means this thing which will be move away from the connection, right? At t is equal to 0 switch is what happening, you tell me now, open किया मैंने, एंड t इज इक्वल 0 माइनस को क्या होगा, टेल मी नाउ, इसके पहले क्या होगा, स्विच इज क्लोज। ये बात समझ में आया सभी को, बोल। Isn't it? Now चलो, आज हम कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स डिस्कस करेंगे। Look at now here, find IL of t, V of 0 plus IL of 0 plus for t greater than 0, okay? या यू टेल मी नाउ, सबसे पहले हमें क्या फोकस, किस पर फोकस करना, स्विच पर ध्यान देना पड़ेगा। तो ये 1-2 प्रॉब्लम हम आराम से एक एक स्टेप लिख के हम करेगा, थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस मिलने के बाद डायरेक्टली हमें करेगा, ठीक है। 1-2 प्रॉब्लम स्लोली करने के लिए ट्राई कर, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले देखो ना हियर, तो हम स्विच पर फोकस करना पड़ेगा। सी दिस थिंग हियर, एट, टेल मी नाउ, एट t is equal to 0, see what happens। At t is equal to 0, what happens, you tell me now. So everybody try to answer my question. At t is equal to 0, switch is what happen, you tell me now, closed or open? At t is equal to 0, what happen, you tell me now here, switch is open। At t is equal to 0, switch is open। इसका मतलब, so what is the meaning of that, you tell me? इसका मतलब is what, tell me now here, इसके पहले that means what is the meaning of that, you tell me now here, at t is equal to 0 minus what happened? At t is equal to 0 minus क्या होगा, you tell me now here? At t is equal to 0 minus which is closed, is it fine, tell me? At t is equal to 0 minus which is closed, ठीक है। ठीक है. So here that means what the meaning of this is, means what we can say. So at t is equal to 0 switch is closed. इसका मतलब what we can say, till t is equal to 0 minus switch is closed. ये till का मतलब क्या है? ये till का मतलब from कहाँ से कहाँ तक? Yes, until t is equal to 0 minus. So हमें क्या consider करेगा? So from this what we can say now here, from कहाँ से कहाँ तक ये करेगा? From minus infinity to 0 minus infinity to 0 minus, what we can say, tell me now here, switch is closed. Okay, from minus infinity to 0 minus which is closed. ये बात समझ में आया सभी को? बोलिए. Okay, now see this thing here. That means from minus infinite to 0 minus switch is close किया. अगर switch close किया तो you tell me now here whether we have a supply connection is there for inductor or not. You tell me whether we have a supply connection is there for inductor or not. है ना? So supply connection is there. So इस path में current will flow through via inductor. So that means inductor will store the complete energy, whatever the energy it can able to store. Inductor is fully charged. That means what we can say now here, inductor. So what we can say now here, at t is equal to 0 minus, what we can say, tell me now. T equal to 0 minus, inductor reaches to steady state now. So I can say that, so this is the network is in steady state. Inductor is in steady state. Is it fine? Tell me. Inductor is in steady state. Okay. Now let's talk about this thing. At this scenario, let's redraw the circuit code. Redraw. In steady state, you tell me now how the inductor will behave. So tell me. In steady state, inductor will behave as what? Tell me. Inductor will behave like what? You tell me. Recollect it now. In steady state. In steady state, inductor behaves as what? Inductor behaves like a short circuit. In steady state, inductor behaves like a short circuit, isn't it? Inductor behaves as short circuit. Now let's redraw the circuit now. Redraw the circuit at t is equal to 0 minus. So now you see the connections now here. See the what are the connections will exist. You see this thing. Now redraw the circuit. Now you see this thing here. We have a resistor is there, and whatever the switch connection, you tell me now. At t is equal to 0 minus, switch is connected or not connected? Switch is closed in here like this. Connection established. And what about the inductor? You tell me. Inductor is inductor. So how the inductor will behave? You tell me. Short circuit this, and this is 10 volts, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this current which I can call it as what? Tell me. IL of 0 minus. Now you see this thing here, the complete current will pass as a short path only. There is no effect of this element. There is no current passing through the 3 ohm resistor, right? Now you can see now here, current will pass like this. इस path में जाएगा, you can see. Now from this, can you tell me the current now here in this branch? So what we can say now, this is IL of 0 minus in this loop, which is equal to what? Tell me now here, 10 by 2, which is equal to how much? You tell me now, 5 amps. Okay. IL of 0 minus we got as 5 amps. So from this, and we can say about the IL of 0 plus, as we know, inductor does not allow sudden changes of current. So IL of 0 plus is also equal to IL of 0 minus, I can say na. So which is also equal to 5 amps. Everybody tell me now, यहाँ तक समझ में आया सभी को बोल? Everybody. Yes. अगर आपको अच्छा से समझ में आए तो दिल बना लो. Yes. यहाँ तक. दिल बना लो. Right. Now you tell me. Now we got this thing IL of 0 plus, we got it, right? अभी हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? So let us find the, so here V of 0 plus also we need to find. And to get this V of 0 plus, so you see this thing here, and we redraw the circuit at t is equal to 0 plus per. T is equal to 0 plus per, we are redrawing the circuit now. Tell me. T is equal to 0 plus. What is T is equal to 0 plus? You tell me now. At T is equal to 0 मैंने कुछ disturbance किया ना? At T is equal to 0 मैंने कुछ disturbance किया. T is equal to 0 plus, इसका मतलब is what? Tell me. Excuse me, sorry. And T is equal to 0 plus means what? Tell me. Just after closing the switch, immediately after closing the switch, then what we can call that scenario is a just after disturbance, that is called as what? Tell me now. Transient state. That is called as a transient state. Immediately after disturbance. In transient state, tell me how the inductor will behave. So tell me. Inductor behave like a open circuit. Inductor behave like open circuit with the initial current. With the initial shunt current is there, that current is as it is. Now let's redraw the circuit at t is equal to, 0 plus. We will redraw the circuit now here. And tell me now here what connections will exist, which connection will gone. Now the switch, whatever switch you tell me now, switch is closed or open? And the switch is open, isn't it? At t is equal to 0 plus, switch is open now. And here the inductor, how the inductor will behave, so tell me now. Inductor behave like open circuit with the shunt initial current. This is the initial current is there now. Consider the initial current. How much the initial current we got? That is 5 amps. And so this is 3 ohm. Okay. Now, Abhi boliye now here. Now we need, they are asking to find, this is the voltage, they are asking to find this voltage, what we can say now, this is V of 0 plus, I can say. So then how much this voltage you can see now here? This is a current flowing, this current is how much? 5 amps. Now how much this V of 0 plus, you tell me? V of 0 plus, which will come to be a 5 into 3, that is equal to 15 volts. Okay. Yes, all of you like the session. Do like the session. Like the session. Share to all your friends. Got it? Next. Chalo. Now we got the V of 0 plus also. Now we'll get the IL of t will get. IL of t. So IL of t के लिए एक बार ये फॉर्मूला हमने दिया कल. तीसरा सॉन्ग. So याद रखो. Recollect the तीसरा सॉन्ग हमारा. That is what you tell me now here. What it is IL of t, which is equal to what is the IL of t is a, and which is equal to, remember, final value plus initial value minus final value into e power minus t by tau. Final value plus initial value minus final value into e power minus t by tau. ये फाइनल वैल्यू इसका मतलब इज व्हाट टेल मी नाउ IL of t, which is means what tell me IL of infinity. Final value means initial value means what tell me, initial value means what, that is IL of 0 plus minus IL of infinity into e power minus t by tau, where tau, this is RL circuit now, but the tau for RL circuit is a tau which is equal to what tell me now L equivalent by R equivalent. Now, so here if we see this thing, we know this IL of 0 plus. Now we need to get IL of infinity, we need to get now. To get this IL of infinity, we need to recollect the circuit at t is equal to infinity. Now, t tending to infinity, what we can call the situation, tell me? T tends to infinity means what we can say? When we did the disturbance, to tell me now at t is equal to 0, we did the disturbance. T tends to infinity means what, tell me? A long time after disturbance na? A long time after disturbance kya hoga, you tell me? And that is called as a steady state. That is called as what, you tell me? Steady state. A long time after disturbance. That is the steady state. In steady state, how the inductor will behave, to tell me now? Short circuit. Inductor behaves as short circuit. Now redraw the circuit now here. Now redraw the circuit. Now this current is called as IL of infinity. Here we have, this is 2 ohms and this is 3 ohms, and here we have 10 volts. So tell me now how much is IL of infinity now here in this case, which is equal to what, tell me now? 10 by 5, which is equal to what, tell me now here? 2 amps. Right. We got it now. Now tau value we need to find now here. Tau is equal to what, tell me now here? That is L equivalent. How much the inductance value given? 1 by 3. So inductance value 1 by 3. So R equivalent. So here 2 and 3. These two are in series now, which is equal to 5. So I will come it as what, tell me now here? 1 by 15. How much? 1 by 15. So finally what we can say, tell me now here? IL of t. IL of t equal to what, tell me? Final value. How much is final value we got? 2. Final value plus initial value. How much the initial value? I of 0 plus, which is equal to, we got it as a 5 amps we got now. That is 5 amps minus final value 2 into what we can say now here? E power minus of t by tau. So it will come to be a what, tell me now here? 15t will come now. So finally what we have, tell me now, IL of t हमको क्या मिलेगा, 2 plus 3 into e power minus 15t. Got it all of you? समझ में आया कि नहीं बोल? चलो क्लियर ना? राइट. सो हियर अगर आपको अच्छे से समझ में आए तो हियर एंड दिल बना लो पहले. यस, चलो नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. Find I of t and IL of t. Now, see the problem here, they are asking the something else, I of t they are asking to find. So IL of t. So remember, whenever we have the switching things are there, we can simply, if the inductors are there, simply find IL of t. Inductors is there, find IL of t. बाद में we can able to find the requirement. According to that, we can see that. सबसे पहले what we can do, we'll find the IL of t, we can find. Thereafter we'll see now. IL of t का फॉर्मूला क्या है बोलो, रिकॉल का फॉर्मूला 1. So इसके लिए हमें इनिशियल वैल्यू चाहिए, फाइनल वैल्यू चाहिए, एंड tau is also required. So let us find out one by one here. सबसे पहले so here what we should do here, स्विच के बारे में हमने सोचना पड़ेगा. या बोलिए now, what is the situation of switch, you tell me now. Yes, tell me now. At t equal to 0, what happen, you tell me. At t is equal to 0, switch is closed or open? Switch is closed, isn't it? At t is equal to 0 मैंने switch को close किया, बंद किया. इसका मतलब is what, tell me now here, till t equal to 0 minus what happened to switch, you tell me. Till t is equal to 0 minus what happened to switch, you tell me now. Switch is open till t is equal to 0 minus what happened to switch, you tell me. Switch is open. ये till का मतलब क्या है? From where to where, you tell me. till का मतलब from minus infinite to 0 minus, which is open, isn't it? Now you tell me now here, in this region, what happens to the supply? Well, supply connection is there for inductor or not, you tell me. Supply connection is there for inductor or not? In this from minus infinite to 0 minus, supply connection there, na current. So switch is open, then we have this a flow of current is there, na supply connection is there for inductor. That means what happens, inductor is fully charged and it will reaches the steady state. So from this what we can conclude now here, at t is equal to 0 minus, what we can say now, t is equal to 0 minus, the here switch is open and the network which is in steady state, now tell me, inductor is in steady state. Inductor is in steady state. In steady state, how the inductor will behave? Inductor behaves as what, you tell me. In steady state, the inductor will behave as a what? In steady state, inductor behaves as a short circuit. And we can redraw that part. Redraw the circuit now. So once you understand the concept properly, then we can able to solve the problems very fastly. We can able to solve. Starting में कुछ time लगेगा. So what I'm going to switch now? Switch is open. Switch is open. Then that branch is completely open. Now in that branch there is no flow of current, and the inductor is shorted like this. So this current, which I can say this as IL of 0 minus. So this value which is equal to 10, and this value 10, and this is 1.5 amps. Okay. Now you tell me now how much is IL of 0 minus. So up to here this current is 1.5. So the current will have a two equal path resistance and two equal resistances both path. So current will divide equally. Current will divide equally. So how much is IL of 0 minus is a 1.5 by 2. That means what tell me now 0.75 amperes. So from this, can you tell me now how much is IL of 0 plus now? How much the IL of 0 plus? IL of 0 plus, which is equal to IL of 0 minus only na? Why? Because inductor does not allow sudden changes of current. So this is also 0.75 amperes only. Okay. Right? Now, we need to find this one. So here IL of t. IL of t के लिए हमको final value अभी चाहिए ना? A final value means what will be t tending to infinity. As t tends to infinity, you see what happens, you tell me. T tends to infinity, what happens, you see. T tends to infinity, the inductor, yes, it is in what will be now. So हमने when we did the disturbance now t is equal 0 हमने disturbance किया. A long time after disturbance now, a long time after disturbance is called as what? Tell me, steady state. That is called as what? Tell me now here, steady state only now as t tending to infinity. That is a long time after disturbance, which is called as what? Tell me now, steady state only. Yes, in steady state, how it will behave? You tell me now here. Yes, so here in steady state, so inductor will behave as what? You tell me, short circuit. Now redraw the circuit. And what happened to switch now? Switch is closed or open, you tell me. What happened to switch? You can see now switch is closed. And however the inductor, you tell me, inductor is shorted only, steady state only now, so it is shorted. Now here this current is 1.5 amps, and they given this as a 10 ohms, and this as a 10 ohms, and this as a 10 ohms, this current, which I can call it as what will be now IL of infinity. So you tell me now how much is IL of infinity. So then four different paths, the current will divide equally. In this path, current will divide equally. That means how much is IL of infinity, you tell me. IL of infinity, which is equal to what? Tell me 1.5 by 3. which is equal to what you tell me now here, 0.5 amps. Okay, 0.5 amps, and we need to get a tau p. We need to calculate now tau के लिए बोले all of you here. Tau is equal to L equivalent by R equivalent. L equivalent by R equivalent tau. So here L value how much we have? 15 milli. That is 15 into 10 power minus 3 by, and R equivalent. You see this thing when you are finding R equivalent, current source is open, current source is open. So that means 10 will be in a parallel and 10 is series. So 5 plus 15. So how much this value tell me now? 15. It will come it as what will be of 10 power minus 3 seconds now. So, and now you can see now here. Is the audio video clear to everybody? Now, so we can write the equation now here. IL of t equation tell me. So that is what will be the final value plus initial value minus final value. Initial value minus final value into e power minus t by tau. So tell me now here IL of t, which means what will be the final value. How much the final value means what you tell me now here, IL of infinity plus what tell me, and initial value means IL of 0 plus minus final value means IL of infinity and into e power minus of what tell me now t by tau. Yes, visible not to all of you? Visible or not? Now you can tell me now how much this IL of t will come. Final value how much we have? This is 0.5 plus initial value is how much? We have 1.5 minus what element of 0.5 into e power minus of what element here 10 cube. This will become plus 10 cube in the numerator. So we'll get the finally IL of t will come to be a what tell me, that is 0.5 plus 1 into e power minus 10 cube into t. This is the IL of t. Okay. Got it everybody? Now अभी देखो हमको क्या चाहिए. So IL of t we got, इसके साथ we required I of t also. I of t also required. So now I of t means where current in this resistor. So this is the current now here. This current is what element of I of t. This we required. अभी देखो इधर how we can find this thing. So that we need to see here. Okay. Now look at now here. If we redraw the circuit now in general case, redraw the circuit now. We have this current source. We have 10 amperes. And here we have a resistor. इसके साथ here we have an inductor is also present in general case, isn't it? So this is 1.5 amps. Here we have a 10 ohms. This is 10 ohms. This is 10 ohms and this is 50 millihenry. So we got this current, we got IL of t, we got right. अभी हमको क्या चाहिए? So this is I of t is required now, and what I am doing here is now. So I know this current from this. Can I get this voltage now? And we can get this voltage also. Now this current is also IL of t only now. So here then this current is I of t. So we can write the KVL in this loop. We'll write the KVL in this loop. Tell me a KVL in this loop now here. That is 10 into what we can say, tell me now here. IL of t plus, and voltage across inductor is given as L into what we can say now here, D DIL of t by dt, DIL of t by dt minus what we can say 10 into I of t, which is equal to 0 आएगा, and we need to get I of t. So you see this thing, if I bring to other side, that means 10 into I of t, yes, which will come to be a what, tell me now here, 10 into, we have IL of t, we know the value. So 10 into, this is IL of t plus inductance is how much? We have 15 into 10 power minus 3 into what, tell me now, d by dt of, we have IL of t. How much IL of t we got? This 0.5. This is 0.5 plus what, tell me, 1 into 10 power. Yes, minus 10 power minus 10 cube e power into t. So this means now what we'll get now, 10 into I of t, which will come to be what, tell me now here, 10 into IL of t is what, tell me now here, 0.5 plus e power minus 10 cube t. If you differentiate this thing here, what will get to, tell me now, 10 power minus 3, so which is equal to 0 minus 10 power 10 cube now here into e power minus 10 cube t. Check it everybody. Now, so if I divide this 10, so then we'll get this I of t. Tell me how much this I of t, this 10 will get cancelled. So this is 0.5 plus e power minus 10 cube t, and what else now, if we multiply this thing here, minus 15, that is 1.5, yes, into e power minus 10 cube into 10 cube t. So yeah, tell me now finally what will get, you tell me now, I of t. What will get this I of t, you tell me. So this is 0.5 and this is what will get now, minus 0.5 into e power minus what, tell me now, 10 cube t will come now. This is the I of t. Okay. Tell me now, all of you, understood or not? Huh? Hmm? Got it? All of you tell me. Sure. Next problem. Take this problem. Take the next problem. Find IL of 0 plus, V of 0 plus, IL of t as usual. Same manner we can proceed, you tell me. Let's start analyzing similarly what we did. Tell me now first of all. Now let's talk about the switch now here. Let's talk about the switch. Now you tell me now here. So now you can see now t is equal to 0 minus. T is equal to 0, switch is open. इसके पहले switch is closed now. Switch is closed, isn't it? That means when the switch is closed, the supply connection is there for inductor or not? Yes. So inductor reaches to steady state. So tell me now here at t is equal to 0 plus. And what we can say now here? At t equal to 0 plus, which is the steady state. In steady state, the inductor which is in what, tell me? Inductor which will behave like a short circuit. Inductor behaves as short circuit. Now redraw the circuit now here. Right, and this is a 40 and 24 volts. Here we have 10 ohms. The inductor is shorted, so we need this current is required. This is IL of 0 minus. Tell me now how much is IL of 0 minus? How much is value? Tell me now. 24. This is 2.4 amps now. All of you. From this, what we can say now? IL of 0 plus, which is also equal to IL of 0 minus, which value is what we can say now? 2.4 amps. Right. Now let us find out these values now here. Now we got the initial values हमको मिला ना. Now let's get the at. So here t is equal to 0 plus value we got. Now let us talk about consider circuit at t is equal to 0 plus. Then we can get V of 0 plus हमको मिलेगा. T is equal to 0 plus means what? Just after closing the switch. Immediately after the closing the switch, what we can call, that is called as a transient state. What we'll call, that is called as a transient state. In transient state, tell me now here how it will behave. In transient state, the inductor behave like what? Tell me. Inductor behave like a open circuit. Now redraw the circuit now at t is equal to 0 plus. And what is supply connection? Supply connection is removed. There is no supply connection now. T is equal to 0 plus. So why? Because switch is open. There is no supply effect. So then the circuit will come to be like this. And inductor is open circuit with a parallel initial current. Inductor is an open circuit with a parallel initial current. So here this is 10 and the initial current is how much? 2.4, and so we have this is the 40 ohms, and they ask him to find this voltage. Now you see this thing here, the current will come like this. Now, so here the current is entering here, so that's why this is positive, this is negative now. So that means how much is current you can see now here, 40 into 2.4, this voltage we got. So this is what are we now, 96 volts now, tell me. बट लेकिन ऑप्शन प्रॉब्लम में क्या दिया, इधर 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 ऊपर पॉजिटिव नीचे नेगेटिव दिया ना. सो दिस इज द वी ऑफ 0 प्लस अकॉर्डिंग टू प्रॉब्लम. बट लेकिन इधर कुछ पोलैरिटीज रिवर्स आया. सो आई कैन से दिस एज व्हाट, टेल मी व्हाट इज द वी ऑफ 0 प्लस which is equal to minus 96 volts, minus 96 volts. यस, दिल बना लो. क्या कर रही हो, कभी तो कभी कभी दिल तो बनना पड़े. हाँ, राइट. When you are talking now this figure, you are talking because you are talking about this problem. So you are talking about this thing now. I written this as 0 minus. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine now all of you. Chalo. We need to find what else now here. IL of T we need to find. Previous also I written. Okay. Yes, previously this is minus 1 only I written na. Minus 1 only I written na. This is minus 1 only. Yeah? This is minus 1 only na. Okay. This is minus 1. This is a plus 0 plus minus. Okay. Now you tell me now here. What are you writing here? Wait. This is IL of 0 minus only will come now from this. We'll get IL of 0 minus, that is equal to IL of 0 plus only na. IL of 0 minus 0 plus both are equal only na. We got the IL of 0 minus, from that we got IL of 0 plus we got, isn't it? That, now you tell me now here. We need to find the IL of T के लिए क्या करना? We need to get what will be now here? Final value required. Final value find out करो. Final value मतलब what will be now? T tends to infinity. Yes, t tending to infinity, that is called as steady state only na. A long time after switching action. In long time switching action, what here? Which one? Here I wrote like this. Okay, you can correct it. Okay, you can correct it. It should be IL of 0 plus only, yeah? Not, so initial value means, do remember IL of 0 plus only, don't take IL of 0 minus. Initial value means IL of 0 plus only, not IL of 0 minus value. Okay, it won't be IL of 0 plus only. Now steady state. In steady state, what happens? You tell me now. Inductor will behave as what you tell me now? Short circuit. Now let's redraw the circuit now here. At the short circuit now here. Tell me now here. At t is equal to 0 plus. Tell me t tending to infinity. So switch is open and switch is open. And supply, there is no supply effect now here, t tending to infinity. And what is inductor is shorted, inductor is shorted, and we have a resistor, and this is 10. Now you tell me now here, inductor is open, and do we have any source in the circuit? You tell me. There is no source in the circuit, right? So these values are, one is 10, 40, and this is 10, and this is what terminal 40. So there is no source in the circuit now. So tell me now here how much it is. IL of infinity, which is equal to what terminal 0, and we'll find the tau, and tau के लिए बोलो इधर, that is L equivalent by R equivalent. How much the L equivalent you tell me? 5. Inductance, we have only one inductance only na. R equivalent is how much? 50. So you can tell me now what will get this as. IL of t is a, that is final value plus initial value minus final value into e power minus of t by tau. That means what we'll get now here, IL of t, which is equal to final value means what? IL of infinity plus initial value means what? IL of 0 minus 0 plus, that is, and IL of infinity into e power minus t by tau. So what is the IL of t is a final value, how much we got? 0. Initial value, how much we got? Initial value, how much we got? 2.4, na? Yes, 2.4. 2.4 minus 0 into, we can say this as e power minus of what, tell me now? 50 by 3 into t. And this finally what will get you, tell me now here, IL of t, which is equal to what, tell me? 2.4 into e power minus 50 by 3 into t. This is the current IL of t. Okay, got it, everybody. Done. Hmm. This is t is equal to 0 minus only. Huh? Why t is equal to 0, 0 minus only? Na? T is equal to 0 minus. What I wrote now? IL of 0 minus only I wrote na. Whatever, what I wrote here, IL of 0 minus only I wrote na. 1.5 by 2, that is 0.75. Then IL of 0 plus equal to IL of 0 minus. Isn't it? Where I wrote here? This is, where is that one? IL of 0 plus only na. Where is that? Then there won't be any t is equal to 0 minus term na. There won't be any t is equal to 0 minus term, isn't it? Okay, right. Done all of you? Yes. Okay, that's it for today's session. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, also we have a continuation of these sessions. But the tomorrow, day after tomorrow classes in the plus course. Sorry, in special class, an academy platform that is a special classes. So you do follow me in the Unacademy. So you can search in the Unacademy page, that is BV Reddy. Yes, you can search the BV Reddy. You do follow me, and you will get the notification. आपको मिलेगा. आपको notification उधर मिलेगा. ठीक है? Done all of you. And do follow me Unacademy. In the Unacademy search column, you can search my BV Reddy. You will get all my free classes. You can access freely. ठीक है? Yeah, that's it. All of you will meet in the tomorrow Unacademy platform. That is the special classes you will meet. You will get to know the how the interaction in the Unacademy platform. So there is a lagging between the here in the YouTube, and but in the Unacademy special classes there won't be any lagging. You feel very much comfortable. Okay. Okay then. See you. Bye bye. Good night.